Okay, we're recording already. Anyway, we can crop this shit. Okay, so we're gonna do a weekly video now where we go through a bit of analysis in terms of the signals from Daniel. We do a bit of analysis of the previous week's news and happenings with Jonathan, and I'll go through more about what I think might be happening in the coming week, the news and the potential movements and trade ideas that we'll be looking for. Okay, so we're looking for this to be a bit of a help with your trading and also to help you understand about what we do here at LCMS and Forex Briefcase. As a start, I'll get Daniel to go through, I'll unmute Daniel and I'll get him to go through some of the trade signals that he has been firing out in the Telegram group. Okay, let me get that started. Daniel, go.
Okay, hey, my name is Daniel. I'm a full-time trader at Forex Briefcase itself. At the Forex Trading Asia, I've been giving signals since 2018 itself. So here, let me go through two of the trades we've done last week and just give you some explanation. Do you see me? Yep. Okay. And then do this. And yeah, here we go. Okay, so one of the trades that I've done for Canadian yen on the 4th of March itself. So before that, we look at the fundamentals in the market. So on a Tuesday night, Singapore time, of course, Tuesday night and Wednesday when I wake up, we knew that the US Fed committee actually announced emergency interest rate of about 0.5% on Tuesday. And then when the Bank of Canada coming on Wednesday, they probably have leave no choice but to cut interest rate as well. And then adding on the sentiments in the market as well with the worsening condition of the coronavirus outbreak and the recent plunge in oil prices definitely will most likely affected the Canadian dollar and will more likely weaken against the yen, which is actually a safe haven. So when you look at the chart itself, so if you can see here on the 4th of March, on the Canadian yen, it was a downtrend itself. It tried to retest the 81.6 resistance level. And you can't see here, but the stochastic indicated a downward momentum as well here. So with that, I indicated a sell at 80.4, $80.40. And let's see what happens. Okay, so what happens was that it actually moves up and down. It didn't really move, but it didn't hit my stop loss until much later in the evening. Going according to the market as well, I exited at TP3, the take profit 3. Why? Because the price actually maintained within the Bollinger Band, so there was no reason for me to exit out. So I actually held the trade all the way till it hits the take profit 3 itself. So that was one of the very nice trades that we have done for Canadian yen. Coming to the next topic, pound yen itself. This was done on Friday, 6th of March itself. Again, still a lot of news coming in on the extension of the coronavirus. Still keeping a lot of investors with the safe havens, such like the Japanese yen itself. And as you can see on the 4-hour trend as well, it was a downtrend for pound yen, and it broke the support level. So what happened was that I was waiting all the while to break the support level of 137.1, the zone area here. So when I was planning at 137, once you go past the 137, I had indicated a signal to sell. I had both the fast and the slow MACD indicated downwards momentum itself. So that's why I signaled the trade for pound yen at 137.00. What happened? You can see that actually I exited at TP2. One of the reasons was it was a very fast move within the 15 minutes. It actually went to the TP2 and it was outside the Bollinger Band. So we know when we're outside the Bollinger Band, there is a high chance that you could go back into the Bollinger Band itself. That's where I decided to close it. It's a good target to exit out at the take profit 2 itself. So this was also a very nice trade, and overall it still move on, continue on itself. So these two trades, you can see how I entered and how I exited, and why the reason why I exited. So if you are interested, we can learn more itself. That's back to you, Jim.
All right, excellent. So this was two of the trades that Daniel fired out. Just a quick question, Daniel, how many trades did you fire out over the week, last week?
Last week, I actually fired out seven trades.
Okay, so that was 2 out of 7 trades that was fired out last week. We will leave a link below in the comments. I don't know how this will come out, but we'll leave a link below in the comments for you to sign up onto the Signal channel as well. So if you like the signals, join up to the Signal channel, and then we'll also be following that up with these videos and also on the blog about more analysis of how the thought process behind the trades, and also why we get into trades, why we get out of trades as well. Okay, so that's great, Daniel. Thanks for that. Moving on to Jonathan now with a review of last week's market movements.
Yeah, hi guys, Jonathan here from Forex Briefcase and LCMS Traders. For students, long time no see. So hope our new video contents will, keep you guys up to speed of market happenings. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you guys a summary of last week's some fundamental news, and how that has translated to affect markets and prices in our major currency pairs. So without further ado, let's take you back to our analysis on the blog, Forex Trading Asia, okay, posted last Monday. Okay, you can see here, this is the blog post, okay, for the 2nd of March, okay, last Monday. I just want to highlight on the US yen pair. As you can see, US yen actually gapped down last Monday by about 70 pips right here. Hold on, please. Okay, yeah, gapped down about 70 pips. This is due to the coronavirus outbreak, which actually the situation worsened in the US, with first cases reported in Florida and New York. And there's even a second death in Washington state. Okay, based on this analysis, looking forward, we were also looking for the price to actually bounce off the resistance level, okay, at 108.5, and after that to continue going downwards. Okay, and just shortly after that, after Monday, okay, in view of this coronavirus situation, the Central Bank of the US have decided to do a surprise rate cut, okay, to combat the situation. And let me bring you to the analysis for that. Yeah. Okay, so this is 2 days later, okay, where we actually posted that USD, there was an emergency interest rate cut of 0.5%, okay, which actually led to further weakening in the US dollar. So if I bring you to our weekly blog post, okay, you can see that for the whole week, we have actually have bias towards a USD weakness. You see weakness and consolidation and throughout the week. And how does this actually translate to the charts? Let me show you. Okay, so here we have the US yen chart. Okay, you can see in the recent time, this is actually I'm showing you all daily charts. So each bar, each candlestick bar represents the price movement for 1 day. Okay, starting from where the red line is, the start of the week, you can see US yen actually testing the resistance level, the blue line at 108.15, where it was broken the week before. Okay, after testing that resistance level, it has continued to drop, and more significantly so in the next few days when the surprise rate surprise interest rate cut took place. And you can see that following a few days after that, throughout the week, price has been dropping and dropping daily, okay, represented by the black candles that you see after that. Okay, that's for the US yen. Across other major pairs that we trade and teach, okay, we now look at Euro USD, and you can also see similar impact, okay, with the white bars, each day climbing up stronger and stronger due to the weakness in USD, and it has actually broken even 2 support levels in that case. Same for the pound, okay, Kiwi USD and Australian USD, although not as great magnitude as the euro and the US yen. Okay, so that sums up the week for last week. I will now I'll pass the time back to Jane, where he could share more insights of what he thinks will happen in the week coming up this week. Thank you.
All right, so that was a good overview, review of what we had last week, and also the trade signals that we've been looking at. So I'm going to touch on a bit about what's likely to happen this week. Actually, looking through the news, this week actually looks like it's going to be a bit light in terms of big impact news, right? It's going to be a bit light. I'm looking at Forex Factory right now. I don't see anything too big apart from Wednesday evening. We're going to get a bit of a US CPI number, and also on Thursday evening where we're going to get a Euro monetary policy statements and also a rate decision. At this point, I do not believe that these are going to be big movers, big market movers. Just let me show you something here. Oops. Nope. Let me just. Am I showing my screen, my right screen? Hang on. Where's my screen? Okay. So at this point, we're looking at the Forex Factory. I don't think that it's going to be big market movements in this point. With those two specific news, I think what's a bigger market mover, we've actually seen it happen this morning already. The big surprise was that the all-out oil price war is likely to spark market panic. What happened was that that they're looking at increasing supply and also cutting the prices of oil. So what's likely to happen here, it's obviously we can look at the US CAD, that's the most related to any movements in oil prices, but you've seen in our signals, in our analysis, that our focus is actually more towards the Japanese yen, right? With the uncertainty or the panic in the virus, and now oil prices and the previous market correction in the US stock markets and actually the global financial markets, we're looking at a move towards reserve, a move towards reserve currencies, and also a move towards reserve commodities. So we have seen yen getting stronger. You would have seen the gold hitting 1,007. We're seeing prices in the reserve currency and reserve commodities moving towards strength. So at this point, while we see US dollar weakening, I'm actually paying a lot more attention towards where the yen is heading. We see a strengthening of the yen, and we look at a strengthening of the gold. But between yen and gold, I would place more emphasis on yen at the moment. Gold, I feel, is quite high. It's quite toppish at 1,007. Could it go higher? Quite likely, but yet I wouldn't be looking to buy into it much higher. I'll be looking at a possible retracements before I get back into the gold as well. So at this point, news-wise, next week, not much likely to happen, specific on news, but the overall issues that we are facing is the coronavirus, the price war in oil, the uncertainty in the global financial markets, likely to have an overcast effect, and therefore a move towards the reserve currencies and reserve commodities. Okay, so I think I'll wrap it up from here. We had quite a good review of the signals that we've been firing out over the past week. We had our reviews of our analysis of the past week, and also a highlight of what you should be looking for heading into this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any feedback or comments, please leave it, or please send it to us via message or in the comments below. Look forward to you joining up with us on our Telegram channel for the signals. And also, if we might open this up to participants so that we can get live questions and answers during one of these webinars as well. So if you like this, please feel free to get back to us and tell us any feedbacks. And I'll look forward to catching up with you all again next week. Take care now.